Hey guys, we're here today again at HardRacing working on our Kawasaki Z125 Pro project bike, and today we're going to be installing this Ohlins KA610 shock. And as most of you who have this bike already know, that the stock one is pretty bad. It's just a generic El Cheapo $35 shock probably, and it's so bad that it's already had a recall on it and leaking. So this is a nice improvement, upgrade over the stock one. It's adjustable for spring compression, and your right here you can also adjust your compression dampening. Spring adjuster here. Comes with 2 spanner wrenches. You might be wondering why there's 2 springs. It's got a standard spring and an HD spring, and you don't have to mess with this. When you order it from us, it'll be custom set up for your rider weight, so we will put the right spring on it for you and adjust the compression and spring preload before we ship it out. So that's one thing, a little extra feature that we do that not a lot of other companies do. So when you get it, pretty much you just bolt it on and go ride, and that's what most guys want. They don't want to have to deal with it, but it is nice to have an extra spring just in case, you know, if you sell it to somebody else, or you know, you whatever, throw something, you know, you're going to go for a long ride with a ton of extra weight on it. Maybe you're going to travel across the country or start riding 2-up all the time and you want to switch springs out, so that's kind of a nice option there. But for the most part, it's just going to be a whole lot better damping and a whole lot better control in the rear end versus your stock one, and it's very easy to install. Very simple, quick and easy. And another nice thing about Ohlins, 5-year warranty, so if anything happens with it, they will cover it in warranty. And it is something to note that these that we sell are genuine USA Ohlins, so you do get a warranty with genuine USA Ohlins, but there are companies out there that do gray market in the US. Those will not be warranted by Ohlins USA. So just something to consider where and who you buy it from, because if it's getting imported in gray market and Ohlins asks you for a serial number on the box and it doesn't match up with one they've sold, they won't warranty it. So something to think about when you're deciding who you want to buy it from. You may never need to use the warranty, but it's always good to ask the company who you're buying it from. Do they buy it from Ohlins USA, or are they gray marketing it? So, and now we'll show you how quick and easy it is to install it.
The first thing we want to do is remove the seat and then remove the side panel right here. So you're going to remove the screw here, here, and then everything else will just pop right out. So now you'll have access to these bolts, one right here and one right here, and for right now all you want to do is just break them loose. So next step you want to do is take a floor jack, and just like we've done here, you want it to where the tire is just barely off the floor, just like so. So as you can see, we don't have our exhaust on here because we are in between exhausts, but when you prop it up and you have your exhaust on there, what you want to do is take a piece of cardboard like we've done here, or a block of wood, and use that in between the floor jack and your bike. So once you have your bike just barely off the ground like we do here, you can go ahead and take your bolts out. And be very careful, you don't want to bump the bike as you take these bolts out. So once you've got the bolts all the way out, go ahead and remove the bolts and then take your shock off. Again, be very careful, do not bump the bike.
So here are the 2 shocks side by side, and we just weighed them, and they are actually exactly the same weight. You might be wondering how that's possible with the Ohlins having the big nitrogen canister on the side. It's because almost all of the Ohlins is aluminum bodied. So obviously it has a steel shaft, but the whole body of it's aluminum, whereas the other one's steel. So big bonus, you get a much better shock and no weight, no extra added weight.
Okay, so next step is to go ahead and mount the new shock. And you are going to reuse these bolts. And make sure to tighten up the top one a majority of the way with your hand. And go ahead next and do the bottom bolt, and if the hole doesn't line up proper or correctly, just lift a little bit on your rear wheel and it should give it a little bit of room to line up. So once you got the bolts tightened, you want to go ahead and torque them down to 44 foot-pounds. So now you're okay to go ahead and lower your jack stand and remove. Okay, so now that you got your shock installed, the last step is to go ahead and put that side panel back on. So now that you've got your shock installed, what you can expect out of it is much more comfortable, better handling. It'll transform this bike. So now you can go ahead and enjoy your new shock. And if you like this video, subscribe and definitely give us a thumbs up. And for more information and pricing, you can check out our website, HardRacing.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on the Z125 forum and Instagram and Twitter. So if there's any other parts you're looking for, we'll be doing more videos on the Z. We already have a few up now. So check them out, and we'll have more to come.